Hey guys, it's Private McKinney, coming to you on Casual Sunday. Yes, if you notice I'm not in uniform. I say who. Um, I got a question from my friend on Facebook, Aaron Shankle, asking me how long my contract is. Personally, I went 4 years active, 4 years reserve. Your first enlistment is going to have to be a total of 8 years. There's there's no way around that. It's got to be a grand total of 8 years with the Army. But they're flexible, and you can go 2 years active, up to 8 years active. I figured I might absolutely love the job, but I also thought there's a possibility I'm gonna hate it. So I decided best bet is to go 50-50 on it. Just split it straight down the middle, and if I like it, and I don't want to go to reserve status, I can always request to continue on as active duty. Army is very flexible about it. They're not really gonna tell you, that's too nitpicky. We don't want you to sign our contract. They want you to sign that contract. Trust me, they do. And that may have come off sounding like it's a bad thing, but really, it's not. It's signing that contract is so far the greatest decision I've made in my life. And I wouldn't, if I were to go back in time and prevent myself from signing up, I wouldn't change it. I would have still signed up. Um, they're extremely flexible though. You can sign up as active duty, reserve. There's always the National Guard, or as we call them, the nasty girls. Um, but in my eyes, a better way to go is the active army. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna diss on the reservists. I'm not gonna hate on the National Guard or the Marine Corps. We're all brothers in uniform. We're all brothers and sisters fighting the same fight for the same reasons, getting the same type of benefits. You can't hate on a different branch. I mean, some of them may offer better enlistment options, but the Army, considering how flexible they've been with it lately, Army's the way to go. And you just gotta take into account in your own mind whether or not you think that this could be a career for you. Lots of people are just doing one enlistment and they're saying, "Fuck this, I want out." That's personally how I felt when I first started off, when I arrived at basic training. But I later realized that this is something that I could possibly turn into an actual long-term career. The pay, I mean, the pay is good. It's really good. You're not rich or anything, You're not fucking building up stacks in your account. You're getting average pay. But knowing that it's a steady, secure job, that only you fucking up in a major way can screw it. That's the only thing, you know. Just, it's one of those things that you need to consider deep in your own mind, if whether or not you can make it into a career. And in my eyes right now, I can make this into a career. I mean, I'm shooting to outrank my dad and my grandfather, and I'm pretty sure I can do that. I would just love the honor of kind of rubbing it in my dad's face. He retired as a E5 sergeant. Me getting out of the army as a sergeant first class, and first sergeant actually, and I go home, and my dad's like, "Son, I'm proud of you," and I just want to go, "Sergeant, parade rest. Speak to me now." You know, it's just it's that little sense of humor, the little family pride going on. It just makes it all worth it. But no, I'm not actually gonna do that to my dad. I just think it'd be funny to actually be able to, even though he's retired. But yeah, I'm aiming to personally try my best to outrank my dad and possibly my grandfather. I can't recall exactly what my grandfather's rank was, But my father, I think I can do it because when I get back from my first deployment, just my first deployment, when I still have 2 years left as active duty, I'm going to be a specialist. You know, after that comes the E5 sergeant. So as long as I get that promotion, you know, I'm going to be at an even rank with my dad. So there's also the years as reserve where I can get promoted as well. As long as I hit staff sergeant, goal accomplished. You know, but yeah, they're very flexible in their contracts. They'll work with you in any way that you need. Um, they're just not gonna accept, you know, oh, give me my first year as active and the rest of it is reserve, because they can't put you. They technically can't list you as an actual active duty soldier, because you're gonna spend a good. Let's see, I spent about 7 going on 8 months in the TRADOC environment. That's because I'm a reclass from another MLS. Um, but you're going to spend the good first half of your first year, first 6 months, in TRADOC. You're not going to be really doing anything. You're just going to be learning the whole time. They can't list you as active just to learn and then swap you over to reserve, because then you'd be considered prior service, you know. You can't actually be prior service unless you've actually served, you know. So, in my eyes, you know, just take the 2 year minimum. Um, Whatever just feels comfortable to you. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 year enlistment. Whatever feels right to you, man. Alright, so that's pretty much all I got to say about the contracts. Um, they're very flexible. I like it. They'll honor your requests. You just can't try to fuck them over. You know, you can't try to shitbag your way out of it, as they say here. So that's about all I can say about the contract. So hopefully this gave you plenty of information. Aaron, if you want me to touch up on this video at all, just give me another shot on Facebook, and I'll post another video getting more in depth with whatever it is you're interested in knowing. Alright, so this is Private McKinney, signing out. Have a good one, everybody. Deuces.